I am Dr. Anand Babu, orthopedic surgeon from Care Hospital, Mushirabad. Today we will discuss about the shoulder pain. Nowadays, shoulder pain is becoming increasingly common in young people and also middle-aged people. So most commonly, young people are getting shoulder pain due to injuries or traffic accidents where they dislocate the shoulder most often, and thereby they experience repeated episodes of dislocation later on. This is becoming increasingly common because of the sports injuries and accidents. So in dislocation of the shoulder, in a first dislocation of the shoulder, if the patient is not a sportsman, then most often we treat with a immobilization in a shoulder immobilizer for a few weeks and followed by mobilization, and most often it will heal, and thereafter they don't have any problems. Sometimes when the tissues, when the soft tissues in the shoulder are not properly healed, or if they are not strong enough, or if the muscles are not strong enough, these people experience repeated episodes of shoulder dislocations. So this shoulder dislocations are, if the patient is experiencing shoulder dislocations in a again and again, probably we offer them surgical treatment in the form of stabilization of the shoulder with with arthroscopic methods, wherein we just use keyhole joint surgery and use suture anchors to bind the ligaments, capsules and the soft tissues, and stitch them together and allow them to heal, so that the patient experiences a stable joint after surgery. And this became much more simpler with keyhole joint surgery nowadays, and with lot of advances in the implants and the like suture anchors availability. And coming to the middle-aged people experiencing shoulder pain. So middle-aged people commonly experience shoulder pain. If there are diabetics, they have condition called frozen shoulder. This frozen shoulder, where they experience pain in the shoulder and they are unable to lift the shoulder up because of the pain limiting the movement of the shoulder. And this frozen shoulder is more common in females, and in frozen shoulder the pain is more severe in the night than in the daytime, and most often we treat initially with a physiotherapy like ultrasound therapy, and followed by mobilization with exercises, and sometimes steroid injections into the shoulder. So steroid injections into the shoulder will reduce the inflammation in the shoulder joint, and ultrasound therapy and mobilization also will increase the range of motion of the joint by physiotherapy. If the frozen shoulder pain is intense and if it restricts the movement, sometimes we may resort to surgical options like arthroscopy, wherein in keyhole joint surgery we release all the contracted ligaments, capsule and all, and to achieve a movement of the joint and pain-free movement of the joint. Next common is shoulder impingement syndromes and shoulder calcium deposits. These are also commonly seen in middle-aged people, wherein the calcium deposits are found in the shoulder tendons, which cause severe pain. So usually we treat them with physiotherapy and steroid injections. If they don't respond, if the calcium deposits doesn't respond, then we remove them surgically to relieve the pain of the patient. Next comes the shoulder impingement syndrome, wherein the tendon of the shoulder, usually the supraspinatus tendon in the shoulder, gets inflamed and becomes swollen. So thereby getting the pain gets the patient gets pain. So to relieve the pain in shoulder impingement syndromes, we advise pain medication, physiotherapy, and if there is no response, we add a steroid injection into the shoulder. So most often they respond. If the pain doesn't respond, we order an MRI scan to see if there is any tears in the tendon in the rotator cuff. If we notice a tear in the rotator cuff, and if the patient pain is not responding to these injections and medical treatment, then we resort to repair of the tendons by surgical method called arthroscopy, wherein keyhole joint surgery method is employed and the tendon tears in the rotator cuff are stitched and stitched back to their original site, and thereby relieving the pain in the shoulder and also restoring the movement in the shoulder joint. And if the pain is severe, and sometimes on x-rays, if the patient has severe pain, we come to know that there is a degeneration of the shoulder or wear and tear of the joint. So in these cases where there is a wear and tear of the joint, as a last resort, if the pain is not responding to medication and steroid injection, we have to replace the joint by shoulder replacement. We will meet again with the next topic later on. Thank you.